Things I said when we were coming in. We're gonna wait till 1 o'clock in the morning to let him know we're coming. I mean, he could be packing. He just hears noise at his front door.
I'm not scared. I'm not living in fear. I refuse to live in fear. I am aware. I do pay attention to what's going on around me. But I'm not afraid to be here at all.
Nice.
So, from Raymore to here, would you guys do it again?
Oh, absolutely.
Even with all the responsibility and you would.
We went to Raymore yesterday.
Okay.
And drove by the house just to see if anybody was living there.
Yeah.
There's somebody living there. On the way there, started getting more and more traffic. When we hit Raymore, it was like, oh, I don't miss this.
Right.
And Raymore's not that big.
Right.
No.
And it's not that much traffic.
Yeah.
But it's way more than there is here.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to, over to Kansas. And we had to get on the interstate and go, and it was just like back up from accidents and all this other good stuff that we hadn't experienced for a couple of months. And it's just like, wow. It's amazing how quickly you get used to not being around. It's only been 3 months.
Yeah.
Tomorrow will be 3 months.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. Would I do it again? Absolutely. I do not miss it. And I told Dawn this yesterday. I do not miss this at all.
You feel the same way?
Neighbors?
Yeah, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
I don't miss it.
She's like, I miss bowling. I'm like, I don't even miss bowling.
That was
and I
me.
love
miss
bowling.
bowling.
But
If you need, we can build your bowling room right out.
Oh, I showed him that the other day. When they had stuff to build in the backyard.
Yeah.
They built a
Yeah.
bowling alley in the backyard.
Yeah.
I don't miss bowling.
No.
No. At all. And I love it.
Right. But there's so much to do
Yeah.
out here.
And there's a bowling alley
Is it?
a few miles down the street. I ain't been to it yet. We went
Well,
one
they only
day,
open up on what, Fridays and
Fridays and
Saturdays?
Saturdays. Yeah. But, there's bowling alleys around.
It's no big.
It's not that big a deal. Got lots of other things to do. Because we got bees that we're trying to get together. We're doing jellies.
Yeah, he has
and
the jams out
and-
in the garage.
Oh, I want y'all to taste
What?
this. Let's do a live taste testing.
Uh-oh.
All right.
What are we tasting? What are we tasting?
Not sure.
Let's do it live.
We're gonna do a live taste test.
We can always cut it out.
This is true.
Y'all must know how
Speak
I'm gonna
about
feel.
these, Dawn, while we're waiting the taste testing. What exactly is this again, Dawn?
It's apple jelly.
Apple jelly. You wait. Dawn from Audacity Dawning will be coming to you near you soon on a YouTube page with the recipe for this. And for
We
heaven's
gotta
sake,
have plates too.
apple
Ah,
butter.
sauerkraut.
I wondered.
I bet it's
Hold
sauerkraut.
on.
I do it.
Homemade sauerkraut.
All right, let's see what we got.
Check that out.
Y'all gonna get my honest opinion right here on
Yup,
the
I
thing.
want your honest opinion.
All right.
Okay, kraut, ribs, and potatoes. What I'm thinking of.
That's what it will end up being.
Okay, it smells good.
Okay.
Like
You want me
it
to wait?
Like it should.
No, go ahead. Knock yourself out.
All right.
Just don't say nothing until Marlo has hers.
All right.
Wait, I'm nervous because I like food that's hot and warm. Oh, so it's a taste. It's a taste. It's a taste.
Just a taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you imagine
And I know
it?
you're a food
Cooked.
foodie.
Huh?
Are you trying to imagine it if it was cooked in the oven
I'm imagining it just like it is.
on the hot dog?
Oh. What you just tasted?
So there's a taste in there, but I can't figure out what it is. That's a little. So the more you chew, the more flavor that comes out. I gotta take another bite.
Hey, do what you gotta do. I just want your opinion.
I like the taste. And it's really crunchy. I like the crunch too. But
So you like the
I
texture?
Yeah, oh, I definitely like the texture, because I don't do, yeah. So, but I would probably cook it a little longer.
Did
Just
you cook
to-
this at all?
No, it's not cooked at all.
Okay, that's the only thing that's
Yeah.
in.
So I would just,
Only.
if I was doing like a
dish with it.
dish with
Mm-hmm.
it, but it's the state that it's in right now is perfect for going any direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would leave it just like that. It tastes there. It's right there.
I thought of like a hot dog when you put the kraut on top.
Hmm.
Even then, I like it just a little.
Well, I would like it
little
like-
warm.
Yeah, but I wouldn't
but
want it cooked anymore
not
if I was putting it on.
cooked,
I
just
want it just
heat
like
it up.
this
Yeah.
because I like
Just
it.
put it on
Yeah,
I like the
just
crunchy.
heat it up,
Yeah.
put it on there.
So that's excellent. That's a great job.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. I like the texture of
Yeah.
it. I like the flavor of it.
Because I'm a texture person, so if it was like,
I would say it probably could have went for maybe a couple more days, but no longer than that.
well, it depends on what you're gonna do with it.
So, this is simply cabbage, salt, and an apple.
That's
And a
it.
what?
And an
That
apple.
apple.
Really?
And it's
Wow.
fermented.
It
So-
gives it that like there's vinegar or
Yeah.
something in
But
it.
there's
acid
no
taste
vinegar
to it.
in it.
Mm.
There's just water in it.
Okay. How long was this?
It took, I think we only waited like 2 weeks on this. I don't even
Okay.
think it was a full 2 weeks.
It wasn't a full 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was short,
Bang.
like 2 days.
Cheers. Ding. We're gonna
And
say
so-
yes to that.
You could do it for longer. Another week or two would probably do good.
It wouldn't. I don't think it would have that crunch if it was another week.
I don't know. We'll have to do an experiment and find
I
out.
would-
Yeah, we did say we was
I
gonna
would
do that.
try it and see.
But it's
because-
not cooked at all, so you could take this and, like
And
you say,
once you-
heat it
Yeah.
up or do
Yeah.
whatever you're gonna do. Like we're gonna do the Polish dogs later on.
But if you wanted to
Heat
do
it up.
like something where you're gonna use this right out of the jar, then you probably could go for that 2 weeks more and see what happens.
Right.
I would love to taste it
The 2 weeks.
2 weeks more. Yeah, because
2
it'll
weeks
give
or
it
one?
2 more weeks.
Oh.
2 more weeks.
It was just something that we wanted to try. We've been experimenting a lot since
Right.
we've been out here.
Right.
With things that we've never done before. And so my own opinion was I will never buy sauerkraut in a can again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't have to. Y'all just
Did what?
cornered the market here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, wow. If I'd have known it was this simple, number one,
Mm-hmm.
and was much better, I like the texture of it a lot better than the stuff in the can or in the jar.
Package.
And how much is a head of cabbage?
Exactly.
Well,
88
ultimately, I don't want to buy it. I want to grow it. And that's when I will be really happy is when I can pull a head of cabbage out of the ground, out of my garden, and throw it in a canning jar and set it up there for a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, and then put it in the fridge, call it done, and use it for a homemade kraut ribs and potatoes where I grew the kraut. I grew the potatoes.
And
Long term, grew the ribs.
Yes.
But that's going to be a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely not going to be this year. But this year, 2021, I should be able to do the kraut ribs piece of it
Mm-hmm.
where I could say this was authentic, we made.
one last thing,
What's that?
the onion
What's the onion?
with kraut ribs.
Oh,
potatoes.
yeah.
And
I
you
got
will
onions
have
coming.
grow. Okay, your own, right?
Yeah, my own onions are coming in there. So the garden this year is going to be.
Massive.
I got so much seeds and so much variety of stuff. I mean, it's
Baby
gonna be-
steps.
Yeah, it's going to be. Who's going to help me pick all this stuff every day? Because
If you do it right, then things will come in season, and and you can kind of keep up with it. That way.
Yeah. So the plan is to try to plan it out so that we have something coming in all the time.
Yeah.
And
You're always
plant,
harvesting, but it's
replant,
different.
Something different.
Yeah.
This week this is ready. This week this is ready.
But
Good luck.
that's still a
So
lot
I
of
have a
work
lot
to
of
do.
planning.
But what happens when, say, you move on to potatoes, but you still have onions just sprouting daily?
You got to do something with them.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, you don't have to do anything with them. You can leave them in the ground and
Let 'em reseed.
let them go to seed and collect the seeds,
Okay.
or let them rot or feed them to the animals or whatever.
There's always gonna be something you
Yeah.
can do with it. Yeah.
I'm hoping that the goal for this year is to grow enough, definitely for us, but also enough to share with the neighbors, with family, so that if we decide to do a drive by on somebody, we could also go to do a drop off and leave you a box full of something, whether it be jellies or kraut or whatever it is that we're experimenting with. One of our neighbors is a taste tester for Dawn, so
Miss Cindy is.
yeah.
I
So
told her she was my taste tester.
What has she?
She's
Has she
good with
tried
it?
either of these yet?
I took her apple, and I took her the apple butter, and I took her the grape. So she
Yeah.
hasn't told me yet, but then we took her to the sweet potato pie, and she said that was good.
which we do still have one.
We could take it out and let them go.
Should be dessert for tonight.
Oh yeah, we don't have to cook dessert. We got
Right.
dessert. So I'll take it
Right.
out. What?
It's not cooked flour all the way through like you want,
Yeah,
but
we
we
already know,
can
put
put
it back
some.
in.
We could cut it off.
Just cut it. I just cut
Cut
what I'm
off some
eating.
junk because we get some too.
I guess I better go ahead and take it out then real fast. I can put it on real low and stick it in the oven and let it unthaw. That way.
We don't have to eat it today. We can wait.
I mean, I can just take it out because it still
Just
needs
let
to
it
be
thaw
taken
for
out.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
But in any event, yeah. So that's
All right.
Yeah.
that's what we're trying to do is so get independent from the stores, be ready, have our own little grocery store, which is basically what we have down in the basement now, so that we have our short-term pantry for stuff that we do on a daily basis. We've got a midterm pantry where, okay, if we need something or we run out of something, yeah, we can just go grab it off the shelf from downstairs and not have to run all the way into town. And then we got the long-term storage stuff where if we were cut off and we couldn't leave the house, we ain't gonna starve. We got 50 pounds of rice, sugar, flour. We got freezer full of food. Just a little bit of everything. And so we'll have a variety, so we won't get bored. And then it's just a matter of living life. We got dog food, plenty of dog food. So they're good. And we got water stored up, and we'll have more water stored up pretty soon. So it's just being prepared. Not scared for the end of the world, but I'm prepared for civil unrest or things not being available. Right now, manufacturers can't keep up with demand.
That's true. Sid.
So when you go to find something, you just can't find it. So I'm while the getting's good, so that when the getting's not so good, I'm not struggling. So even when
I think that's a good idea for not just out here,
Oh yeah, it's
but
just
it's
in general,
but
life in
it,
general.
yeah.
We did not have to run
probably
out
get us a little storage.
and be scared for toilet paper because we already
Because
had.
that was crazy.
Yeah, that was
Out of all things,
yeah,
toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
Why
Toilet
toilet
paper.
paper? I went to the
What
store
did they
to
do
get
with
toilet
the
paper,
toilet?
couldn't find nothing. I said, what's the deal with the toilet paper? Everybody,
Right.
oh no.
Well, that's the weird thing is nobody can
Well, nobody
Explain
still
why.
nobody knows why
Yeah.
it was
It's
toilet
just-
paper. But from what I hear, did you say something about they used it for their hands?
The toilet paper?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Somebody said something in reference to that,
I don't know why they did, but
but that was I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
But
like,
I
you
could
could use a rag if you had to,
But the paper towels were there.
Yeah.
They didn't.
They took those too.
Well, not
Eventually.
Yeah,
eventually,
not
but not at
eventually.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were getting, truckloads full of
Yes.
toilet paper for 3 people.
Yep.
What are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
Other than keep it from everybody else.
Yeah.
Now maybe they got stock in toilet paper and hey, we'll just
Really?
It just happened around COVID time. I
Yeah.
don't know, but.
It's
And then
just-
eventually it was people were buying baby wipes because they didn't know what to do. One of the guys like, hey, if you don't have a baby or child in your home, please don't just be buying those up. We have a lot of mothers coming in here, can you at least save those for the babies?
Right.
Well, even Amazon. You went on Amazon. You couldn't order stuff on Amazon because they was buying it out left and right.
Or it was $100
or they increased the
increase.
price. Yeah.
Well, there's always going to be price gouging when they can.
Yeah.
Hey, that's just supply and demand. If I got it, you don't, you want it, how much you willing to pay for it? I mean,
I got some rice for you.
That's what we were saying. Like, I got a big thing of hand sanitizer. How much you willing to pay for it?
So just, what we're doing now is payday preps. So once a month, we go to the big box stores, Sam's Clubs or Costco or something like that, and get bulk items. And then on the other payday, you go to dollar store, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, something like that, Walmart, and get other smaller items that
Aldi's.
you need. Aldi's, yeah. And just kind of build up a stash. And so now we've got white buckets that have food that's for long-term storage. We got red buckets that are for emergency supplies like first aid kits and bandages and things like that. We got blue buckets, which are originally I was going to use for water, but since we got the blue barrels now, we're going to change the blue buckets to something else. And that might be like comfort things, like cards, books, papers, pencils, just things to keep you occupied. You can put a Kindle in there, and as long as you can get some power to it,
Right.
you can read. You don't have to be online to be able to do it. Stuff like that, dominoes, whatever, in those kinds of things. And then we got green buckets. I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with them yet, but it's going to be another category of things. Just maybe food. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But we'll have a system so that when you see that color, you know
what it's for.
that's what's in it. And then, like I said, we've been canning. We've been dehydrating. We've been freezing. Definitely been doing the taking all the air out.
Oh,
Suction.
yes.
Why is this suddenly?
We'll say packaging.
Yeah.
Oh.
And just put it.
Shrink packaging or something. In
Yeah.
Sealing.
Vacuum
Sealing.
sealing.
Vacuum
Thank
sealing.
you.
There it is, y'all.
This
Vacuum
age.
sealing.
Food, and then we're starting to ferment, which is the cabbage was the first thing, and we want to try some other things with fermenting. And of course, we're going to be growing. So we're going to have to figure out what to do with things once they are harvested, because you got to put them in something or keep them somewhere and be able to use them. You got to know what those shelf lives are, and then rotate through things. And if we can't use it, then we're going to donate it to somebody else. That's the plan.